Pounders. It's showtime. Happy Friday. We have a lot of camp news to go over tonight. And if we get the light goal, I believe the first one's 45, we're going to end up ripping a Bulldog. If we get to 75, we're going to rip 2 Bulldogs tonight. 2 entry max. That contest dropped early today. Beautiful contest. I know a lot of people missed the first one. It's only 1,500 entrants. Yeah, we got digs on the thummy. We had to do it. We had to do it, and everyone feels like they gotta chime in. I don't know if I'm gonna have to draft Diggs at all for the second half of the season. We could pull up the overlay. He will probably be here on the top pretty soon. We're looking at 2.6 spots, but when you weigh this based on ADP, this 2.6 spots is a lot more important than A-Rich's 4, Miles Sanders 3.8, right? Even Ford's 10. This is going to mean more. My average draft pick on him is right at ADP. It's not like I got this 35% reaching. And we've seen it. And I'm really glad this is one that I just trust the eyeballs. Do the research. There was videos. You could see him cutting in April. The boat incident, if we didn't have the boat incident, he would already be in the 60s. Highly, highly confident. He'd already be in the 60s. Yeah, we're on that beach vibe today. I'm not stopping. Just because the sun's down. Nothing can stop this train. We're going to be ripping a Bulldog. If you guys are just hopping in, we're going to rip a Bulldog at 45 likes. But yeah, this is actually Jerome Ford getting some coach speak that currently the lead back, also dealing with injuries. But yeah, you have both Cleveland RBs on the risers. You guys can get this for free. bestballoverlay.com. This portion of the website is not the pro version, completely free. You can check out the risers fallers 7-day, 30-day since contest open in any of the contests. Truly remarkable stuff. But yeah, the Diggs roller coaster has been pretty funny. This must have been the boat incident, if I had to guess. May 28th, fell to 80 because he was up to 76. He was climbing. It's going to be interesting because the closer we get to the season, the more you see that the Pats wide receiver 1 is going in the 6th, 7th round behind like Las Vegas's 3rd favorite pass catcher. You got Genty, you got Bowers, you got Myers. I mean, which would you want? You go right in the range of the Green Bay receivers, wide receivers in Green Bay. Which one do you want? I get it. There's risk. There's 100% still risk. So the victory lap is only half lapping, but my job's only to beat people at ADP, and that's one that I thought was really wrong. And I also want to be on a lot of May this season too. I like the Pats. I like what they did with their offense, and let's go. Jefferson, little hammy, of course, bro. Like Underdog. The gods just love to give me the 2 spot, and I'm just like, I'm going to hammer Jefferson. Because it feels better getting 2 RBs or 1 RB or 1 receiver or go with tight end in the 2nd and 3rd round. So I did it. And we get punished. Little hammy. We'll see how far he drops. I don't want to I think people are going off the deep end. Like a little too much. We can get him at 6, 7. I'm going to take my shares. It's still pretty murky when he's going to return. Obviously, it's going to be re-injury risk, but kind of weighing in, the contest is about 50% full. If we can get some unique combinations with Jefferson, I'm going to try to do it. And this is like the perfect spot to be in, that I think Jefferson could fall to 6 or 7 with the red note. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where he goes in this room. I do not recognize any of these names except for J Camp. Maybe might, but there's a lot of names I don't recognize in this room, which is usually a good thing for us. So happy Friday. Have a little sipper here. Very good. Very good. Tanner, what's up, baby? Chris in the house. Smooth criminal. You know what? Let's dish out some mods. Let's dish out some mods. Tanner getting here first. I mean, dude deserves a raise, no? Dude deserves a raise. Bam. Mod. Chad in the house? Bam. Mod. Josh? Mod. Steph? We gotta give Steph something. Steph? Mod. We need some new mods. It's been like 2 years since I've modded anyone up. So appreciate you guys coming out. Chase Bijan at 2. We will end up adjusting Jefferson probably to 4, but just know that personally, I probably won't take him at 4 just because I'm so heavy on him, right? Like I already have my 16%, so some of this is going to have to do with how much you have. And we're completely okay with going Barkley or Gibbs here. This is a BDMer that we're starting off with right now. Been would have been something, that's for sure. All right. Let's see if that ends up being better. I at the back there. Let me know if the mic ends up being a little better. It was kind of earlier. All right, we got Puka off at 8, and we'll see what comes back around. I do want to see my combos with Gibbs because I think you guys are going to find this pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. 50% of my Gibbs teams, 50% of my Gibbs teams have AJ Brown. Tell me that this is not incorrect. It should not be that highly tied. 2 players that are not correlated shouldn't be that highly tied together with the first and second round pick. That is way, way too much. So shout out to bestballoverlay.com. The new draft tool updates as the board updates. The players taken off the board, they get drafted, they get removed from the tool. So you can see your combo expos in live time with whatever players you want. Truly sick update by Josh. What better time than now to balance that portfolio? There goes Henry. There goes AJ Brown. I do want to go Ladsky here. I do want to grab one of these receivers, and that's probably the issue that we ran into with Gibbs. Let's go Lad. We're actually underweight on Lad. So it seems like a pretty good spot for us. Nah, this would be dangerous, man. Nick, this would be dangerous. Plus, we can't bring bias into this. We can't bring bias into this. Plus, it's a contract that I am not allowed to give any New York Giants fans the moderation powers. It's in the contract. It's deep in there. Small writing. You wouldn't understand. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, Diggs, baby. Diggs, baby. W mods. Hell yeah. No, dude, I can't. Yeah, I know. So we get this Mooney injury. You get the Cedric Tillman injury. The Cedric Tillman, we don't know as much about. We just saw that Mooney's going to be missing most of camp with the shoulder injury. Also not great. He suffered an injury week 18, rotator cuff. So we'll see with Mooney. I just bumped him down the board as well. It's gonna be a mix of players. Obviously, it's good for Ray, but you're gonna get a little given to Bijan, a little more to Pitts, a little more to Drake London, although Drake London was already slated for high 20s target share that offense. So rule of thumb for combo percents, it changes, right? It changes. The first thing I want to take into consideration is, are these players priced appropriately? if I'm really high on a player because I think he goes way too late, I don't care how high it gets. Hmm, I do kinda wanna do this. Josh Allen, I have 0 Gibbs and Josh Allen, that seems ridiculous. 37% with Lad. Very, very interesting. A little $3 holla, and he's been a member for 13 months. I appreciate you, BP. My god. Keep up this behavior, you might get yourself another mod. Appreciate the love, dude. Yeah, 0% Gibson and Allen, like, what are we doing? But, like, you would never know. Like, you would have no idea. We're in deep July. I'm gonna rip another probably 250 drafts in the last month or so. So, month and a half. So this is where it really comes in handy in seeing where you're too high and where you're too low. The other thing you wanna take into consideration is how much is there any correlation, right? Playoff correlation. Like my Josh Allen and AJ Brown, I would hope is let's go to all players. Wow. Wow, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. So let me see. Let me actually see. That's interesting because they fall in line with ADP. What's my we're at 11%. We're at 11% Josh Allen. I've been a huge stan for the DJ Moore click here. Only 10% there. Holy okay. 12%. Yeah, let's go DJ Moore. I've been a huge stan for the DJ Moore click. But yeah, 50% seems too high, right? So I wouldn't mind if that was around like 25, 30%, just because I expect it to be a little higher because the wide receivers sort of fall off. So if you're starting off with Gibbs, you're hoping AJ Brown or Ladd makes it back to you. But 50% is way too much. Way too much. ADPs in the third round are going bananas. Yeah, it's been up and down. It's been up and down. You got the Tyreek Hill roller coaster. We'll see. Garrett Wilson's been sliding. Kyron's been sliding. O'Marion Hampton's been rising. JSN's been sliding. Devontae Adams been staying the same. He had his initial boost, and then he kind of settled into his spot. Anyone do anything weird here? The one spot's got Chase, Josh Jacobs, Brees brings him up to 25, and Jalen Hurts. And then goes Dev Smith. Okay. Bunch of badgeless in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 badgeless. Couple black badges. There goes Chew. Travis Hunter. Where did Worthy go? Worthy went at 38 with 3 RB start here. Genty, Achane, and Hampton. That's quite the start. Double bye week 12 with Achane, Hampton. How good of a pick is Hawkinson now, especially in the Eliminator? How is he pick 90 in the Eliminator? He's a round and a half too cheap. He's a round and a half too cheap in the Eliminator. Like when news comes out about a player, like whatever, it could be Mooney, it could be anyone. Jefferson's obviously a bigger name, but the impact. There's such a big impact here. Gibson, Zay, none. Gibson, Ridley, none. Interesting. Yeah, we're not too heavy on either one of these. Let's go Zay Flowers. Let's mix in a little Zay Flowers here. We'll get him at ADP. We're at 3.4% Zay. We've been pretty low on him, but he's fallen about 9 spots in the last month. So why not scoop him at a better price now versus the field? Why not catch up now? I think he's actually in a decent spot. He's actually in a pretty good spot now. Feels good. Feels good to beat the field. That's the thing. You don't got to beat everybody. You don't got to beat everyone all at once. Just beat the guy to your left and to your right. And then 8 more. Thoughts on the Hampton rise? I think it came at the wrong time. I think it came because of the wrong reasons. Like he either always should have been there. It's not the 9-5 thing. That really doesn't do a whole lot for me. Yes, that I'll add to it. He'll get extra reps in camp. We always expected him to be the dude from week 5 or 6 on, right? What I don't understand is the Caleb Warren thing. Caleb Warren. Pittsburgh gets rid of Najee. They bring in a projected better running back, everyone thought, than Najee, and Warren's price stays the same as last year. Like, what are we doing? What what are we doing? I would like to go Judy here for the week 16 against the Buffalo, the great big Buffalo. Let's go. 4.7% Judy, 6% in BBM. This is set to BBM. Yeah, it's some we gotta play catch up. We gotta play catch up. Let me set this to BBMer. Yeah, you can set this to whatever you want, which is so cool. Like, anything that you want. If you want just see your high stakes like Pitbull, maybe we should add a feature where you can click multiple. Josh, if you're watching. Sorry, I'll try to stop thinking of ideas. It's already sick enough. No, I'm Caleb over Warren. I think it's like 60-40 though. I think I think it's about 60-40. I think Warren's gonna be pretty heavily involved. They're gonna have to run the ball. They're gonna have to run the ball. The wide receiver 2 is Roman Wilson. Like, their wide receiver 2 is Pat Farmer. And the wide receiver 3 is John Smith. Like, they should be running a ton of I would think. So it's gonna be interesting in Pittsburgh. It's gonna be interesting. Notably, Hampton, Pickens, Worthy, been loving Pickens. Let's see our average on Pickens because that's an interesting one. Our average on Pickens is 56.5. We have 18%. He's at where? He's at 43. Smash that one. Smash that one. Over half a round. Got some fun combos with Pickens. Everyone, they find out it's a cool pick like way too late. Then they just pay up. What I'm really pissed off about is Cedric Tillman news. Like, now I do feel like I some more Judy. It's kind of a pick. Maybe some more Njoku too. I like the Njoku click. We're at 10.5%. But still, those games with Flacco, someone's popping off with Flacco. Someone's popping. Yeah, that was a swift click. That was an easy swift click. Maybe we just go to the Pacheco. And let's just note, where did the Diggs monster go? Diggs went at 72. Standard. So we start off with the 1-2-4-0. Josh Allen, Gibbs, Pacheco, Ladd, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, and Judy. Diggs at 72. The price today is not the price yesterday. It's going to continue to rise. It'll be slow, but as you get closer to the season, it doesn't suffer any setbacks. He'll be going in the low 60s pretty easily. Godwin trickled behind him. This makes sense to me. Drew, I blame you. For my Godwin exposure. Godwin exposure is crazy. Once he puts the kids to bed, he'll. Oh, man. Let's go to ADP. Yeah, the Amika rise has been wild. It's been wild. That's obviously correlated with the Godwin injury news. I do try to think of things towards the end of season 2 and not just be so through 4 focused outside of a limb. So same thing with I'll relate that to Cleveland running backs, right? Like, oh yeah, we want to go so gung-ho on RB2, RB3 again in Cleveland. Yeah, they're live. I like them a lot more in a limb, but end of the day, is Quinshon Judkins playing football this year or not? Because that's your value on these guys. What a disgusting spot. I do think this is just a reach up for Mark Andrews, about 17 picks. Mooney, Ayuk, we could go Ayuk. It's just kind of gross. We're gonna bring in some teammates here. We're going Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews. F this F this range. Show you how to dodge it. Show you how to dodge it. If we need a QB here, it'd be perfect. I like QB. I like tight end in this range. We can still come around and get one of these receivers too. Or what I have is a tier break. After this group that goes at like 100, 106, 111, there's like 4 wide receivers in that range. I like to get my 5th. We're gonna have to end up with 6 RBs, 2 tight ends, 2 QBs, 2682. Most likely, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Though, see what happens when he goes right after. If we get like some sort of slide on Mooney, and that was a 5. That was about 5 pick slide. I pushed him back to 94. It wouldn't have been too egregious to take him there. Maybe on this team, not. I don't know. It would have been okay. It would have been okay. It's just such a dead zone for receivers. And the cut pick, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. You click up, it doesn't feel good. I don't know. Is there a bias there with just old receiver related to last year? What happened with the Rams? The Rams get rid of him. They bring in also a veteran receiver in Devontae Adams. Like, what do they know? And I mean, we kind of saw it. We kind of saw the fall off. And then people will bring up the one season, get rid of the one season. Seattle could just be a dumpster fire is sort of my worry. Which maybe that means I have to throw the ball a lot. If I had to guess, they're going to lean on the run. There goes Ayuk. Ayuk at 103 would have been fine. I love the double counting. This is something I commented on Liam Murphy's post. I told him, like, I don't know, pretty long ago. I'm like, why Ayuk there? Like, we know he's going to get red note. And you get the spiel about like, oh, I play for week 17 and shit. Like, yeah, but you know a better price is coming. So like, why not just draft players that go in that same range that you like? I kind of want to go. I want to go Shaheed here. Let's bring in Warren. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring in Warren here at 103. We have the week 16 Detroit mini. We have the week 17 Cleveland. So we get a little extra EV with the Warren click here. That's why it's so important to have these on screen, in my opinion. That just split the difference for me. That just split the difference. On the way back around, we could go second QB, but I want to wait on it. I want to wait on the second QB. Maybe we bring in a Goddard for the week 17 Philly piece against the Bills. But this next pick, I would think, has to be receiver. Fields goes at 104, so no crazy fall from Fields. Fields suffered the toe injury. I'm hoping we get a fall. I'm at 7%. I'm just grabbing a lot of correlation with Kyler, with Caleb right now, with Dak. So looks like Garrett Wilson has been sliding. So maybe we'll end up with some more Garrett Wilson stacks here. Has been sliding too much. 2 spots in 30 days. Not a lot at all. This is an interesting spot. I hate this spot. I think we just go Herbert here. Let's just grab the second QB. We're going to need a piss, but we have a really good base. Gibbs, Pacheco, Warren, Ladd, DJ Moore, Flowers. We'll see if we can recover this receiver. We might just throw it. Let's see. We're on. We need CPR right now, but it's savable. I like the base. We had 4 receivers through 6. We'll run it QB, we'll run it RB, we like that. We like that. What's up, baby? What's up, T? Tillman expected to be fine. Did that just come out? Tell me that just came out. A little Jurassic Park action. Is Quinjon playing this year? The question that everyone needs to know. The question that everyone needs to know. Steve, what's up, baby? Who's my most drafted rookie? Darnell Washington is gonna be hilarious. How many points can a lineman score? Um, I've been drafting a good amount of Jalen Nailor all offseason. Feels mispriced compared to other wide receivers considering the offensive environment and lack of competition behind him. Yeah, Minnesota. I mean, it's going to be interesting for the first couple games at least. If you project Addison to miss, there's the Drake May, Kyle Williams double tap. We were going to see if we can get Kyle Williams 27. It's going to be interesting with the Vikings, especially. Oh. 1351. What do you want to do? House always wins. Underdog robot? Let's go, Hollywood. Bringing another KC piece. We'll see. Jalen Rose was getting some run today. Getting some positive coach speak around with the ones a little bit. Let me see if I have anything on the Vikings here. Shout out to Greg from Coach Speak Index. Let's have a little look, see if there's anything new today. You're gonna hate this, bro. From the offensive coordinator, Westbrook. You see the explosion with Rondell Moore. He's obviously not a tall guy, but he's explosive, very strong, and you see some of that quickness on his releases. There's some of his first reps with us. He's just getting used to some of the splits and details of plays. Yeah, I haven't seen much on Naylor. I think it's just kinda like you can wait on him because even if you were getting some positive coach speak, like, he's still gonna be a 17 to 18 round guy. So I wouldn't be going too heavy, but if you have an inkling on him being mispriced, absolutely send it. Alright. Kincaid goes. Yes, I think we do. Oh, Goddard goes too. SOB. We want one of those 2 here. We can go Fergie Ferg for the week 16, but this guy's gotta go RB here, right? Stevenson at 137. A steal. I like QJ here for the double stack. I think we just do that. I've seen the clips. I know. I know. He's still dropping balls. I get it. But he's getting open. He's getting open. That's half the battle. Just give the dude stick him. He'd be so good. Just give him stick him. He's open. That one that he made the cut to like cut towards the middle of the field, completely wide open. No one within 5 yards. It just slaps him in the hands and falls. Oh, we'll see it. Was there an undrafted free agent getting buzz on the Chargers? Let me pull up because I thought I was reading something from Coach Speak earlier today on a Chargers wide receiver. DeAndre Lambert Smith with 2 great practices. He made a couple adjustments on the ball today that can't coach. He's doing a really good job. I'm really fired up about his progress right now. Oh, man. I mean, Quentin Johnston's also getting positive coach. It's just when he has a drop, we see it on the internet because it's a meme, and you know it's gonna get views, so it's amplified. I still think he's a pretty good click in the 140s. He's a spike week type guy, and I wanna take my shots, especially when it's correlated, so play ball, play ball. Yeah, it's like it's beyond comfortable at this point. It's like this every now and then, he's not gonna be reliable, so maybe save him for 1st and 2nd down. Like, these guys know. Wow, Hunter Henry pulling him up with the May stack? No, wasn't the May team. 140s for Henry. 140s for Henry. Benson getting some positive coach speak here. Oh, I would love Tyler Algier here, and that's exactly what we gonna get. That is exactly what we're gonna get. Tyler Algier, coach is saying that they wanna give him some more run, give Bijan some more breaks. They're gonna run the ball a shit ton this year, so I think there's plenty of run for both of them. Plenty of run for both. Pounders. He was drafted. Wow, we are all so smart. 5th rounder, not undrafted free agent. And I didn't recognize the name. I kinda swept over all the teams today on that Coach Speak put out, and there was a shit ton of updates. So I like to at least keep an eye on what's going on for these training camps. But is it around 18th guy yet? I would just pause. I would just pause. I would just pause. He's probably still wide receiver 4 there. Jesus. Yeah. I don't think he's ahead of Harris, but I think he's got some upside. We'll see. We will see. Again, Chargers do think they're gonna run the ball a shit ton this year. Maybe we see a little more from Herbert as well. That's what I'm expecting. He looked great last season. He looked great last season. So, I like what the Chargers have going on. I still like Trey Harris's spot. Wow, these tight ends. Do we adjust to the tight end situation? Saw Fant visited Cincy, and then he visited the Saints right after. Let's adjust. Let's make a halftime adjustment. The tight ends are flying off the board right now. We're gonna reach up for Ertz. Let's see what comes back around. With the Godwin news, it's so funny. Like we bump up, like obviously you're gonna bump up Amika because he's like a direct replacement to Godwin, but think he's gonna pull Godwin-like numbers his rookie season? Like, probably not. Like, you should also be boosting Jalen McMillan. You should also be boosting Cade Otton. Obviously, end of season Jalen McMillan, you're hoping Godwin's back and obviously take a back seat. So more of an a limb play, but Cade Otton, like we didn't get boosted at all. Like how? Like how Cade Otton's a good pick this season. Cade Otton's just a good pick. Adding what's up with the Gilligan's Island hat? Brother, it's sunny and 75 right now. Relax. Relax. This is the vibe we had all day today, and the vibe's not stopping. The vibe is not stopping. Where'd DJ Shark go today? Was it Atlanta? No way. Bro, is DJ Shark not in the player pool? Yeah. Is DJ Shark not in the player pool? That's kind of funny. Not that I would touch him. Man, dude, I remember how many years ago is this? Probably like 2016. DJ Shark doo DJ Shark doo won the championship that year. Teach me how to Dougie? How you doing? How you doing? We have 2462. I like the Rico click here, so we're just gonna keep slapping the Rico click. Go ahead. Do your worst. Do your worst. Rico and Diggs are my highest 2 exposure in BBM by, like, long shot right now. Someone asked me what my highest exposure rookie is, which that's an interesting question because I don't even know right off the rip my highest exposure rookie. I don't know. It's a good question. I would think it's a running back. Trey Harris. Trey Harris at 18%. I feel like Marshawn is at 18% too. Yeah, actually not too heavy on the rookies this year. Giddens, we have at 15%. Mason Taylor, 15%. What we had a bag of Mason Taylor in the big board that we're pretty happy about because we didn't even get drafted every single draft. We ended up with 18.6%. We love that. We love that. Yeah, I have a pretty big bag of Giddens, I guess, in the big board as well. So combined, it's probably Giddens is pretty close to 16.7 in the big board. That was in like I want to say he went in like 140. Wow, seems like a smash here for Pierce. Demario also getting some really good buzz. So maybe we'll go Demario. We get a nice little slide here of 19 picks. One of the favorite targets today from May, as well as Diggs coming out of camp. It's not me. These articles write themselves. All right. So far, we have a 2-5, 7-2, Josh Allen and Herbert, Gibbs, Pacheco, Warren, here, and Rico. Going to need to tackle one more. Ladd, DJ Moore, Flowers, Judy, Hollywood, Quinn Johnson, Douglas, Mark Andrews, and Zach Ertz. I'm sort of leaning, stopping here at 2 titties here, which means we would go RB receiver and end it with 62. I'm comfy with that. Especially with who's left on the board. Sanders, I've been trying to mix in some more Sanders lately. Keenan Allen off at 192. The buzz is he wants to play football. That's good. My 20%, but like I'm still pumping a little bit. I'm trying to get him as much as possible in the eliminator, though. I swear to God, he ends up on any team. That's just crazy. 16, 17, 18th round, even Keenan Allen on any team for the eliminator is such a hack. I don't think it's as big of a deal for BBM style contest where you want that production towards the end of the season, but still could be a really good advance rate piece, especially if you're using it the right way, right? If he's your wide receiver 6, 7, not your wide receiver 8, 9. So if you're drafting those early wide RBs, QBs, elite tight end, and then you're planning on Keenan Allen landing in a pretty decent spot, like it will make the team stronger. You can build it. You can build it a good way. I like Marshawn Lloyd here. Couple bye week 5s. We're gonna send it. Let's go, Lloyd. Clear is can we say clear RB2 in Green Bay yet? Maybe not. I think it's a pretty good bet to make, though. I think it's a pretty good bet to make. I think we're bringing a correlated piece here at the end. I like the Taj Brook click. Man, I had 17 slow poodles going, and I think I got Taj Brooks in 15 of the 17. The only 2 I didn't do, I think I had Chase Brown. Like, we absolutely scooped because he wasn't getting drafted that much. He was getting mixed in a little bit, but we're going to be way over field in that. I think that was a 20 entry max, $7 poodle. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got our shares, low owned piece. Keaton Mitchell getting some positive coaching play too. I love the Keaton click. We're at 5.8, but that should play like a lot more. He's not getting drafted every time. It's more there. Yeah, he is. Let's go Elijah Moore. Kind of a speculative ad. I don't think you have to draft him all that much right now. If he does get positive, like continues to get positive report, it's like he'll go up to what, the 16. Like it's not that big a deal. But let's bring in a correlated piece. Let's take a shot. I still think he could be one of the better wide receivers on this offense. What's up? Everyone wants to know. People like the Safari hat, man. It's grabbing eyes. It's grabbing eyes. Send me to the jungle. What's up, Sandy? Hey, Aaron. Green bean in the house, dude. I love Pat, but that hat makes it tough. Guys, get some swag. Come on. All right. We're at 38 likes. We're 7 likes away from doing a bulldog. You guys want to see a bulldog on this next one? Little $75 2-entry max bulldog draft. Log in, hop over from the Twitter machine, 62 watching on Twitter. Click, sign into your YouTube account. Hit the like button while you're at it. Hit the sub. Hit the bell. Going to be drafting. Going to be streaming a lot and covering the camp news. I'm going to slow draft this mini golden, like right before it closes. It's winner takes all, which is kind of cool. 11,000 entrants. There's only one winner. 20K to first, $0 to second. I'm not doing any of the German Sheps. No hate on smaller dollar contests. It's just the 10% to first is a little. I love the 20% to first, 10% to second contest. This one, you're going to get double your money back for advancing. It's just not as appetizing for what I'm looking for, my dollars in my bank accounts. We're looking for the big dogs, but not actually the big dogs. Like smaller big dogs. All right. I want to say you guys did it. Like, there's no way you didn't. There's no way you didn't. There's no. All right. We're at 39. We need to get to 45er. Right here. 45 for the bulldog. Hit this button. Let me show you where it is. This one. We're gonna give it another minute. We're gonna give it. Man, I think we're at. This is 500. That's 650. We're at like 670 drafts this offseason so far, and we have a lot left. We have 63 BBMs. Oh, slow draft bulldog. I'm like, where's the other bulldog? We have a slow draft. I don't even think I ended up loving this team. I did it 4 in the morning. But Ayuk at 102, and we're trying to advance Ayuk and Addison. And to do that, I think a little hack. Like AJ Hollywood Brown, who, if Rice is missing the big portion of the season, like you're getting that little boost there, hopefully for early season production. The Hawk, I'm glad to see the Hawk here. What's our Hawk exposure at? Because this dude, if God, he could absolutely moonshot this season. Jefferson gets injured or whatever the deal is. He's missing a few games. I mean, I like it even more for the Eliminator, but holy smokes, just could be a really good pick this season. What's our Hawk? Oh God, he's not on the front page. Don't do this to me, Pat. Don't do this to me, Pat. This has to go up to like 20%. Only have 20 drafts for the Elim. I'm probably gonna get to 50. I wanted to do more. There's not enough time in the day. There's just not enough time. Up to 43. You guys will get there. Oh, I almost just joined a bold freaking a 500. You guys would have loved that. Oh, +1. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Al Bugs, do something with the wrench, man. Like, Use the wrench. You got like wrench powers and stuff. Like get more likes. Now you got it. Appreciate you, boys. Can't draft the dude with 0.85 yards per route run. How about yards per route? Who cares? Coyote Peterson? Now I have to look up Coyote Peterson. Now I'm nervous. Coyote Peterson. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, Jesus Christmas. All right, we'll just take Chase here at the one spot. Easy game. Easy game. Never easy. Dude, one of these days we'll get the one spot, man. I really do believe that. One of these days, this all contest. Or 6.8% all contest. Just BBM we're running cold. 4.8's rough. Coyote Peterson. What's this dude? Is this like no? Is this Crocodile Hunter? No, this is tough, bro. This is tough. No, man. No. Cranky. Cranky. No. Dude. Don't put that. Don't put that on me. That's crazy. Kane in the house. What's up, baby? Ruben's in the house. 5 spot. Draft neighbors. We're calling us. Who else? Anyone else? Who are these people? Some of these names look familiar. All right, let's cover it. It's $75 entry. You can only do 2. 3 out of 12, 26, 1 out of 4, 31. Let's see. Pretty similar to it's the exact same as the Bulldog one. It's the exact same. I would have loved if they doubled this. Double the entrance. We'll go beige. We would have went lamb at 4. Let's go beige. 5.6% across all contests. We'll grab him in a 75. Who was that dude? I think he's like the new Crocodile Hunter minus the cool accent. It's tough. The accent's everything. The accent's everything. Safari, yeah, we're going on. We are on a safari ride. This is fucking Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Oh man. Couple badgeless. Couple badgeless. We definitely have some snakes in here. Who's the snake? Who do we think the snake is that's not saying anything? Who's in the live chat that isn't raising their hand right now? Sultan. Hey, who is Sultan? I know some of these people. All right, let's have a little look see here with our Bijan shares. Look at this. 20% Bijan HN. You can't get that anymore, boys. You can't get that anymore. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. 3 teams. We got 3 Bijan HN teams. That is fun, man. That is fun. Names familiar. I'm not in their Discord. Don't have enough time. Have kids. Got just enough time for our Discord. Might have to change the name to a Diggs cord though. Pounders Diggs cord. You're only welcome if you have over 20% bag. Sorry, it's an elite crew. Kind of elite. It's all right though. Come on, boys. Make your picks. Make your picks. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting antsy. We are pretty well balanced. Our 15 B shot. We are shit. Garrett Wilson, like this gotta chill 40%. Like we're not touching Garrett Wilson with an 80-yard pull. Ooh. Oh, Bowers is there. I kind of really want to go. I kind of really want to go Tyreek here, so we're gonna. Yeah, we're hoping. We're hoping. I think we had to go Tyreek there first, though. Steph. Paddington? Oh my god, you guys are making me hit the Google machine right now. Paddington. Like fucking bear? Bro, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? Paddington vibes. Bro, it's a bear, man. My kid's got that bear. A couple RBs off the board. We love to see it. Trey McBride off the board. Trigonometry. Figure it out. Figure it out. He's on auto, bro. Come on. Let's go. One time on the one time. Bring in the week 16. Bijan against Marvy, which I'm not going to be too heavily concerned about these playoff correlations, like really at all. I'm really trying to pick out the best players in ranges. So that could be very easily Josh Allen or Lamar for me. Very easily. When you think about it, like 1 out of 4, who really cares all that much? This is so small. 2 out of 6, so small. So small. Players and ranges. If I could go back, I'd probably go elite QB there, but I don't mind catching up a receiver. Marv, Tyreek Hill, let's get a bunch of these guys on this team. Yeah, who ams exactly. It matters a lot less. Just go with. I like to do players and ranges. Who's just the best player in that range, especially for your team build, and sort of at the same point, building the team back from front, knowing what's available late is also huge. Very small final though. 31 teams. Very small final. Love this contest. So crazy. So crazy. We get to 75 likes on this video. We're going to rip a second one right after this. So don't stop hitting the like button. This is JD and Terry. No, it's JD and K-Walk at 36. Wow. Okay. Silvery Lake. K-Walk Stan. K-Walk Stan. Absolutely. What a best ball season, though. It's been a great best ball season. Yeah, I feel the same way. I did this as much as I could in the Dalmatian. Just very easy to advance these teams. The risk that you have with Josh Allen not finishing as a top 2, 3 QB is very low compared to Marvin Harrison not finishing as wide receiver 15. So I agree that I do like going the elites. And here is a spot that we're probably just going to go picky poop, or we're going to go Jalen Hurts. Let's go Jalen Hurts and see what happens. Let's go Jalen Hurts and see what happens. Tet off the board. We just have so many receivers here to pick from that unless we want to double tap receiver there, which we can, and that's comfy. I also like one that's there. Potentially getting Jeff Smith on the way back. Just got Bijan Ladd and Jacobs. That's a fun start. DK Cortland Sutton. Yeah, we're happy with either one of these. So. Happy with either one. Dev Smith is the pref. Dude, come back to the computer, man. Come back to the computer, man. We'll just go Miami heavy. We'll just condensed offense, boys. You know the deal. Condensed offense. We'll double stack. Don't be scared. Bijan, Tyreek, Marv, Jalen Hurts, and Waddle. You are guaranteed at least one player getting hurt by halftime, so you get a spike week from the other guy in every game. You're guaranteed that when you draft those. Feels it's math. It's simple. Honestly, it's just simple math. Game of game of numbers. 8 spots, Neighbors, Lad, Josh Allen, Kittle, and Chuba. This dude's cooking. He's cooking. Don't need to catch a receiver, but balanced approach. Balanced approach. Devs, I hate when it ticks all the way down. You just don't know. You don't know what could have been. Dude. I didn't know the hat was gonna get this much attention tonight. I know. I'm just gonna buy a fucking whole closet full of these hats. Tell the wife to push over. Move your stuff. Olave and O'Dunes with JD, K-Walk, Achan, and BTJ. I'm with the 12 spots here. This is a little. Let's go get your guys' season. It is what it is. Go get your guys' season. He's not coming back, so why not? Why not? I do like to play Seattle through Sharps. Gonna want some more Arroyo. I don't know. I have a hard time investing into the higher price RB with K-Walk. Might be a blind spot, honestly. This is an interesting spot. Yeah, I think we're just doing this. Pull Diggs up to 69 on the $75 entry. They would be a perfect second QB, but you're going to try. We're going to try for Tua, who goes even later. Swift went at 68. Pollard's week 1 projections at like 40 something yards seems okay. Pacheco's gone. Seems off, bro. All right, now we play to win. Now we play to win. We'll go Jordan Addison at 76. Now we play to win. We'll catch up at RB. It's gonna be a 3 late tight end build. I can already see it. Judkins at 125 in this draft, like worth it, bro. Especially like if he fell at 125 for me, where we go like a hero running back build surrounded just like built off of Bijan, we take a long ass break, like making a bet on the situation where it's really muddy. No one fucking knows what's gonna happen with Quinshawn. I don't mind those situations where it's like, hey, that's risk reward, right? Like he gets suspended for 3 games. Like if it's on the lower end, like you scooped him at 125 as your RB3, or typically he's going to be your RB4, but for us, it would be probably our RB3. Yeah, that'd be pretty wild. You got to think of these outcomes of how do you build a fucking really strong team. It depends, right? He can't fall that far. There's no wide receivers in that range. That's why Ayuk gets drafted there. It's just like there's no one else. You can bring up Trey Harris, like Higgins is already up the board, Emek is already up the board. Like Downs is up the board. Here's a correct cut, all I would say. Mahomes at 87 is clean. It's clean. Aaron Jones would have been a smash if he came back. This dude just hates wide receiver. He's gonna get punished. and B-Rob go. I think we I don't wanna fucking force it. I'd rather just go a strong 2 tight end build. I'd rather just go a strong 2 tight end build and then just add more darts for RBs. We'll see what comes back to us. We're up in 6 picks, but we're gonna need to piss green like it's St. Patty's Day now. We're gonna need to piss green like it's St. Patty's Day. Shoulder surgery for risk for Mooney, though. Like, I'm gonna have to check the update. I didn't check since I saw the I saw a notification at, like, 7:30, 8:30, 8:30 PM from, like, Underdog NFL Twitter account saying that he's gonna be out for most of training camp. I didn't see anything about surgery yet, but he also had that week 18 rotator cuff. I would kinda hope it not going as planned at RB. We keep trying to push it, which I don't mind. Eventually, it's gonna work. Eventually, it's gonna work, but we need snaps. We need snaps at RB here. Let's bring in J.K. Dobbs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man, Addison at 76. If he could go at 76 and BBM would have 20%. Yeah, I didn't see the shoulder surgery comment either. Let's draft like dogs. Easy game. Easy game. Beatable. Honestly, beatable. People are so reactive. People are so reactive. There's no, like, projecting what's gonna happen. It's a lot of it's interesting. Shaheed, Trey Harris, Darnell Mooney goes at 104 in this. It's a good price. It's a good price. And seeing it in a higher stakes draft, I mean, he could even really go behind Bateman, and then it's really a dead zone. Like, it's it's a dead zone. You have Luther Burden, who's not back at practice yet. Could be ready soon. Love that. Love that note. Love that. But also higher stakes contests, people are gonna play it a little safer on these players that are either not gonna be good advance rate pieces, 'cause people want to advance these higher dollar contests. So, like, Addison, these people that potentially gonna be suspended, they'll fall a little bit. Mooney. Jefferson still goes at 2, though. And personally, and it's only because I have so many 2 spots and we've been drafting Jefferson from the 2 for so long. Personally, I'll skip on Jefferson at the 2 just because of that freaking 16%. So many 2 spots. I don't know who's getting the ones, but it's one of you guys watching. Share. Share. That's all. Yeah, we'll see. Like, it's still early. It's still early for Mooney. I mean, it's July 25th. You hate to see these guys banged up in training camp. I didn't get punished too hard at 8%, but I know people have bags and bags of Mooney. Kinda curious how it looks in BBM. We're at 11% BBM out of 87 drafts. Laying it tick all the way down. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Put the shot up. He goes Jenkins. I don't even think we can look at another position right now. I don't even think we can look at another position. We gotta catch up. We gotta catch up. Drink green beer, like, we need this needs to be a sea of green 'cause I don't know, after pick 148, it starts to get a little murky. We need to catch up, and we need this pick 148 probably to be Tua. Yeah, right on the dot, boys. Right on the dot. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. We need that pick 148 to be Tua. Yeah, Christian Kirk. Yeah, draft these receivers, man. Draft these receivers. You need them. You need them. Chill. Chill. Chill on the green, man. Alright, we'll go Stevenson. We'll go Stevenson. We do sorta luck into, like, the eye thing, like, I was really low before that on Najee, is much higher on Stevenson. I think it's just when it comes down to prospects, like, a Marion Hampton versus Travion Henderson, like, Najee has his work cut out for him if he wants to keep part of that backfield. Stevenson, yeah, Travion Henderson is gonna be the fun, explosive play, but I still think he's gonna get some work. And Najee used to go before Stevenson, like, a good amount. Let's actually pull up the 2 because this will be a fun exercise on the BBOs here. Let's add the Naj. Yeah, here it is. I mean, Najee's been going ahead of him since contest open. Najee started 6 and 7 because that big rise, landed with the Chargers, and then they drafted Omari Hampton, so he gets a pretty steep fall, levels out May 9th. Stevenson was still 20 picks behind Najee Harris. And then the eye thing didn't help. He also have had a slight rise from Stevenson this whole time. He went from 129 to where he is now, 122, about half a round, just over. Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's other positions, man. There's other positions. You can draft other positions. Like, you don't gotta go running back, running back, running back. Look at this. Relax. Relax. I can't even find one. What are we doing? What are we doing? I can't even go out cheer, bro. Oh, man. I'm like, "Oh, Algier will save this team." Like Algier saves any team, but we have to go. This is Tua here. This is Tua here. We're not fucking around. Or do we just go Tootin? Oh, we just go Tootin here. We push it. We have to. We put ourselves in this situation. We put ourselves in this situation. We gotta get ourselves out of it. We gotta get ourselves out of it. Bro, you mean the game that Gibson was supposed to start, but it never happened? If you just think about, like, 2 years ago when Stevenson had all these positive advance rate positive, I'm completely shot. Stevenson had really good yards after contact. All the advanced analytics, people had boners for Stevenson. And then one bad year, couple bad years for the Patriots in general, the Patriots have been a dumpster fire for 2 years. It's gonna be better in New England. I think making a bet on some of those New England pieces that are relatively cheap, like the first one off the board's freaking Travion Henderson in the 60s, and after that, Diggs, and after that, Stevenson at the 120s, like, it's a cheap enough offense, even Mays, cheap enough that could hit. Alright, we successfully push Tua back around for the double. Alright, let's read it out. We've freaking been pumping this whole time. 2-5-5-1, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Bijan, J.K. Dobbins, Charbonnet, Stevenson, 2, and this is a build. 0 RB build. Tyreek Hill, Marv, Waddle, Diggs, Jordan Addison, and Mandrews. Gibson running with the threes in camp, bro. Arena football. He'll be great. Great in arena football. Jaden blew off. Fergie Ferg off. Yeah, we're gonna have to be pretty thin, I would think. Tight end, we're gonna be pretty thin. Lean into the Mandrews click. We'll see. We'll see who we stop with as a second. Not in a comfortable position right now still. It's gonna be interesting. 2-7-7-2 is likely what we lean on. 2-6. We don't need 8 receivers. I don't want more than 2 QBs. I mean, we're already leaning into Miami pretty heavily. If Miami's a dumpster fire, like, this team does not advance. You know, if one of these guys goes down, the other one can't be alpha. That'd probably be like if Hill goes down and Waddle can't be alpha or it's just a dumpster fire after that, like, this team's not advancing. So leaning into the Miami because we have to. So we're stopping 2 QBs. It's a minimum 1 or 2 more RBs, and it's gonna be a matter of if you want 3 tight ends or not. And on this team, I might just rather the extra guarded RB. We'll see. We'll see what it comes down to. How much Jermaine Burton round 18 is too much, bro. Hurt my feelings. He hurt my feelings. He hurt my feelings. I think he was at the casino this allegedly at the casino when he was supposed to be at practice the week that, like, Chase or T. Higgins was out, and, like, they were supposed to be game planning for him, and he just, like, didn't show up. Jalen Wright would have been nice there for the Miami onslaught. So, yeah, like, playing slots or something. I don't know if the picture was real, like, to this day. Allegedly. I say allegedly. This is clean. We'll go Henry. Henry, Mark Andrews will stop at 2. Grab 2 pieces of this. 3 pieces of the offense. I don't mind it. Ford would have been nice on the way back around. That was a good find right there. But it's more so early season. It's like an early season bet. Roshan, Braylon Allen. This is likely between Roshan and Rico. Do we have any preference? Not really. We'll see if this guy makes our mind up for us. He goes Braylon Allen. How much does Ben Johnson hate DeAndre Swift? We're about to find out. We're about to find out together. Shit. Dude, this is absolutely flames. It's a local. I don't do ciders, but this one is flames. It's a local cider. High Lime, the OG from the Plymouth, Mass. Shout out to the Cape. All right, a 2652. We're dancing with the devil tonight, man. We are in uncharted territory. Wow, Rashard Smith, 178. Maybe off one clip, one dump off pass from Mahomes. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good that we recovered at RB. Hero RB build, you just need 1 plus. You need Bijan +1 to hit the lineup. 5, we're gonna lean into this, which is sketch. We're gonna need. I would think we would need 7 here over a third tight end, but it just depends. Depends who's there. Kate Hines looks pretty juicy as a Tampa Bay bring back. Not gonna lie. Jalen McMillan went off the board at 170. I might have been tempted to go Jalen McMillan here as a wide receiver 6 for our Tampa Bay correlation. But again, it's a 31 team final. I don't want to force correlation in this contest specifically. I don't think it's that important. Team correlation, sure. You want to make a bet. You go in both Miami are wide receivers, like make a pretty big bet too anyway. I need to send you some beer. I got some beers in the fridge. I need to make a trip. Thing is, these 20-second rooms, I talk so much. I notice I don't have that much time to I don't have that much time to take a sip. I was talking. See, I there goes Cade. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we're stopping it. We're stopping it too. Fuck it. I like Chiggy too. I like Chiggy. Come on. It's a wide receiver, bro. It's a wide receiver. Oh, fuck me. It was Alec Pierce, man. It was Alec Pierce. Michael Wilson's the most stand pick you can make, bro. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Mike, the one good thing is they don't add anyone. Like, I'm just trying to cope with it. Trying to mentally cope with the Michael Wilson year 3 breakout. He had one good clip today. I was hoping Slayton was gonna come back to us on the way back. What are we doing now? Dante Thornton's actually getting some really good coach speak too. D-Hop goes down with an injury. I like AD up here, but he goes last round. I don't mind Roman Wilson. Yeah, we're going receiver. One more receiver. I like the Thornton click. 3 game. Let's say he gets a 3 game. Are we good? We're not going to fall too far behind. It's like, what do we need? Like possession type receiver, spike week type receiver, wide receiver 7. I think we're just going to go Thornton. Who's there for these? Fuck him. We're going Tosh Brooks. We hit the swerve. We hit the swerve on him a week 16 against Miami. Caught the eye. Shout out to Best Ball Related Pounders, all caps. Brings it down $30 a month. Criminally low for a premium product like this. Damn. We hit the swerve button. Connor, what's up, baby? Really? No way. I thought it was going to ruin the first one. I thought it was going to ruin the first one. Who's at the casino? I need to move them up my board. Some serious talk. The Elijah Moore bring back. Malik Washington getting some positive buzz. Parker Washington getting some positive buzz today too. I just really hate the Diamond Brown pick. I don't think he's a full-time wide receiver in that offense. I think people are overreacting to it, but who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe he'll have a 5th-year breakout. Maybe. Not gonna bet. Other people can. Plus, it's T-Law. Didn't have the greatest of season before when he was healthy. I don't know. A lot of holes. A lot of holes. Diami Brown, you're like hoping Travis Hunter plays 50-50 on defense. Like, I think that's maybe how he hits. But I think Parker Washington's kind of underrated. So I don't think he's clickable because I don't think he's gonna get enough snaps that it's meaningful for spike weeks. But I like AD here. I'm not gonna lie. We like AD. Yoshi Voss, another Cincy piece is interesting. I think we're just gonna fucking lean into this, especially AD's like falling off the board for being draftable. Damn, bro, he's behind Jalen Royals. Casey starts their wide receivers so slow. I get it. He's wide receiver 4. Calvin Austin might be interesting if he's there. See what he goes. Austin. I think it's just meant to be. We could go with another Cincy piece. Fucking lean in, boys. Lean in. Wide receiver 7. We end up with a 2-7-7-2. Pretty sure Devonta Smith uh, auto to the auto pick here. Would have been nice to grab Smith or Goddard, but we need to catch up at tight end so bad. I mean, at RB, that we couldn't really go anywhere we needed to. We could just fit in the pick at ADP for the double stack, so I feel really good about it. I think we recovered pretty nicely for a hero running back build. That's fun. End up with any week 17. No, week 16 with Taj. Like, what more do you need? What more do you need? Again, the Pitbull or the Bulldog, excuse me, very small for the advance on the finals, 2 out of 16, 1 out of 4, and 31 seat final. Very small. You don't need to over stack the bring backs in this one. 20% to first, 10% to second. Really sick. It doesn't drop off that much, but you're only going to be getting your money back for advancing from week uh, into week 15. You only get your money back. You're not going to make any money. The money starts after that, and it's pretty small. you go to $100. You make it a week 16. Congratulations, congrats. Here's 20. Really, the money's in the finals. It's all put up top, and it's really in the top 8 getting a Geno plus. Yeah, top 2,800, and then yeah, it's pretty well distributed in my opinion for a $75 contest. 20% up top, 10%. You want to reward those who make the finals. In this contest, it's going to be a little more forgiving, be a little easier to make the finals. I'm so glad they put out the second one. I'm not gonna lie, because the first one it filled so fast. We got in. We got in at 3 in the morning, and then we entered a slow draft. So we got into a second one, but who wants to do something? What sucked is I thought it was going to last the whole next day, and we couldn't do content for it. But we are at 64 likes. If you guys want to see another Bulldog, go down, slap the like. We're going to be doing a second one at 75 likes. If not, we can just rip in a limb to end the night. And we'll go over some limb strategy as well. It's one of the contests I think there's a really massive edge in right now. ADPs are disgustingly wrong. So if you guys want to see another Bulldog, go down, slap the like. If you guys want to see a limb, we'll go that route. I'll give this another minute or so, and then we'll see what we're at. Need 11 like a rose. Let's do a little thing here. I'm curious. Let's hit the portfolio on basketballoverlay.com. Not too bad. 3,500 post NFL. This makes it so much easier for me to track. Makes it so. I'm a 2 QB bro this season. Where everyone's going 3, doing what worked last year and shit. Like, Diggs is my highest old player by about 11%. Cedric Tillman news. We need him to be healthy. Let's see. I'm curious. Our worst CLV team is a Badge Bros Brawl. That's fine. I have like Garendo in some of those teams. All right. Well, I'm curious by what BBM that we drafted today. That one that we drafted today, we went plus 62. We actually pretty hard in that. Not gonna lie. The one we drafted on the 21st is plus 140. What the hell happened? What the hell happened here? It's a sea of green. It's a sea of green. Oh, I remember this. It's Sam Darnold at 206 as a third QB. It was correlated. I just couldn't say no. Just couldn't say no. Already love Darnold. Achan Kamara, Dave Montgomery, 86. Eckler, Travis Hunter, Puka, Terry, Travis Hunter, Golden, Higgins, 107, Quinn Johnson, 155, Douglas. What are these 80? What happened in this room? An absolute spoon. We got both tight ends in week 17. That's funny. Oh, week 16, Love, Golden. This one's crazy. Plus 140 for it being, like, 4 days ago is nutty. That's nutty. It is fun to look through some of your teams, but also seeing what you're playing for is also very interesting. Obviously, this Arizona-Cincy game is one of the favorites. Miami, Tampa Bay have been raising the exposure to. Atlanta versus the Rams, we've been getting our exposure up. And obviously, I just have a ton of takes, so you're gonna see you're gonna see the Pats up here. Houston versus the Chargers. We've been upping our exposure, I will say, to, like, Higgins, to Herbert. We haven't yet those stacks. But pulling it in and actually seeing what stacks you have and where you're playing it through is very interesting. Would like to build this out even more for next season and make it even easier. I Wow, the triple stacks actually Stroud up here, mix in Higgins and Schultz 3 times. Herbert with Tyler Conklin, Caleb with the Roschon, DJ Moore, and Colson Loveland. All right, let's rip our last one. We're at 69. We're gonna hit an eliminator for the last one. And now it wants to give us a location? No way. No way. No way. You were doing so good. You were doing so good. You knew exactly where I was, Underdog, and I just went off the map. I just went off the map. +7, +6. You guys wanna jump in this limb? I need to get, like, 30 limbs in. I'm so happy these puppy slows are slowing down. Oh, the poodles. The poodle slows are coming to a close. I'm so thrilled, bro. So thrilled. Dude, this bulldog, I went 5 straight receivers. Jefferson at 2. Well, I'm glad I got 5. T. Higgs, Mark, lots of Smith and Waddle. Interesting. Hit the swerve button on them. Sometimes everyone's going early RBs. Every now and then you gotta mix it up. Every now and then you gotta mix it up. Mm. Let's do something fun here. This is the poodle. This is the poodle. Yoshi Boss is there. I mean, that's the safe pick. Or we could just go Burton. It's gonna be a super low piece. Let's make let's do this. We have Hollywood, Worthy. Godwin's obviously gonna start slow. We got him at 74. Probably mid. Let's go Burton here. Be super low. All right, the limb is starting, and we get the 7 hole. Not bad. Shout out to Wyatt, 3. Who else? There's gonna be some lurkers. TM in the house. I'm sure there's some more lurkers. Let me know where you're drafting from. Billy, what's up, baby? How was your stream? Billy was streaming with OTS tonight. Yeah, Bulldogs are crazy. They're crazy. Yeah, I saw that. Kendrick getting some run with the ones. Don't break my heart, man. Come on. Just go away. Just go away. Go off into the sunset. Like, we're over you. We're over the breakup. We don't gotta rehash this. Like, just stop. Just stop. I would click Kendrick Miller again. I would relapse. I think we fell short. I think we fell short. It's alright. Sort of wanted to do a limb anyways. Wouldn't have minded doing both Bulldogs. Let's see. You boost up Drake London a little bit? I would think so. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. I like your draft minus the New England tilt. Lean. It's not even crazy, though. It's really just one player. Like May, I have 16%. Obviously, that's gonna be higher just because I have so much digs. not like that's out of control. Hunter Henry, we're at 15%. CMC here is interesting. CMC's pretty interesting in this contest. Let's go CMC. Especially a limb early season. You hit the money week 5. Maybe even more interesting in a limb than he is BBM. Kyle Williams, I'm gonna have a pretty. I'll probably have a back Kyle. Yeah, 11.6. I don't know. I think it's a pretty fun offense to make a bet on. Someone you'll probably be surprised that I've checked out Henderson. 5.8%. The New England pieces are cheap enough that you could be wrong and it not really kill you, right? Henderson, obviously, the most expensive piece, so highest risk. Also, a player that profile, high reward potential as well. But yeah, you miss on Diggs. Like, how much are you missing by, right? And what's it going to take for Diggs? It's going to take an injury. If the dude doesn't get injured, he's going to be the favorite target in New England this year. Like, and I don't want to bet against that. I don't want to bet on an injury. People saying, "Oh, age and shit." Age, yeah, sure. You take that into account for like the timeline it takes to recover. He'll pass that, bro. He's playing. He's out there. We're gonna go, lad. He's playing. That argument's fine. It's fine, and I get that. People leaned into that, like, expect the recovery to be slower for Diggs. Makes complete sense. It's the data, it's the history, it's everything. The timeline for receivers that are 31 return from PCL is not great. Obviously, injury risk is higher. I don't know. He stays healthy, like, it's a lock for a 1,000-yard season. It's a lock. In that range, it's a lock. Yeah, these limbs are fun, man. These limbs are fun. It's just once you realize how many teams you have left, it's like week 6, you're like, "Oh, I'm expected to have 2.7 teams by week 7." Oh, shit. That's crazy. I do think there's a pretty big edge. I think there's a pretty big edge in this contest just with how people whether it's bye weeks, whether it's player prototypes, going with the higher bye week plays is also another interesting angle, like CMC bye week, interesting angle. AJ Brown goes at 22 here. It's not gonna be too different. RBs should be noted, fly off the board in this contest. Some of the QBs are priced up. It's 6 out of 12 advance out of round 1. So this pod, week 1, 6 out of the 12 will advance, and then it's a 1v1 all the way to week 17, which is a 1. I I really don't take it into account. Like, yeah, I'm a Patriots fan, but I go with fantasy football. I go money over team all day long. I don't mind T Higgs here. We'll let the auto on T Higgs by week 10. There might be underlying bias, but if I thought they were bad clicks, I just wouldn't click them, right? If I thought they were bad clicks, I just wouldn't click them. It's kind of that simple. Hunter Henry's been a riser for the last month. He's up 20 spots. So our average pick is 169. He goes to pick 162. That's kind of just like a W. Douglas, I'm lower on. Douglas, I have 3.8%. So it's not like it's all bad. It's not like I'm just slamming the whole team. Travion Henderson. I'm lower on. I'm gonna have more Stevenson because I wasn't drafting Najee, but now he goes ahead of Najee. I think I just hit it from different angles. Just trying to find the edge in every single player. I think I showed my whole round 2, like, every player that goes in round 2, my average draft capital on them was over was in the green. There's one player that wasn't. This is an interesting spot too. I really like Jalen Hurts here. I really like Jalen Hurts here. Were we trying to hit the fake out? I'm not even sure. We're going Kamara. Hit him with the fakie. Hit him with the fakie. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is interesting work here. Let's go. All right. Round 2. Nico. Let's start with fuck it. Let's start with the Monra. His ADP, my average on him down. Average on Nico. I like both of those receivers though. I like both of those receivers. My average on JT is 22 almost, which is wild. Drake London is 17. Is this it's pulling is it pulling Eliminator? It must be. There's no way those are it's pulling Eliminator data. Okay, I was like, what the heck? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know it updated like it updates to the contest trend. No way, dude. That's crazy. Good job, Josh. Good job. Pat on the back. I think I'm gonna stop at 50. This will be 21. We're gonna have 50 bullets at the elim. It just comes down to time. Time, money. I would rather do contests like the Bulldog. This is just it's a pod luck contest. It's just what it is. Someone like Rashi Rice, I'm gonna have 0 up in this contest. I like a lot of these clicks here. I like DK, I like the mix and click. Let's do it. Let's go DK. Let's go DK 55. Our first bye week 5. Try to think like, do we go Mixon there? I probably do like Mixon over DK in this contest in general, but I do like getting maybe one of these RBs on the back. So let's just see. Let's see what comes back to us. Let's see what comes back to us. I do think the rookies, you do have to give them a small downgrade in this contest. Small downgrade. But it also depends on like the profile of the player. Like I would give a small downgrade to Travion Henderson. I'd give a small downgrade to Harvey. Not fell behind a few of these players. Wide receiver here, I think would be behind for me personally. Yeah. Travis Hunter would be Travis Hunter would be down the board a little bit. Swift would have been interesting for us here. Would have been back to back by week 5s, but round 5 and 6 wouldn't have minded it too much. How about you guys? How many limbs are you guys gonna do? Juwan Jennings is a great pick. Great pick. Great pick. Great pick. Especially when you think about if Ricky starting slow. I like Judy as well in case we have that injury of Cedric Tillman starting slow. I think you boost up some of these players. But I mean, Jennings even better, right? Like, like, Ayuk's not playing ball for first 4 games. So Jennings gets a major boost there for me in this contest. Major boost. I do like tapping into this RB range as well. Diggs here goes at 70. It's funny how his ADP is actually lower in the Eliminator than it is in BBM, which maybe some of that is because he's older. Towards the end of the season, people expect him to start slowing down. Some of those spike weeks going to Kyle Williams, some of the rookies coming up. The younger talent. What's your favorite start in the contest? Most wide receivers are later ADP. It's very easy to catch up, and that's a really good note. It's very easy to catch up at wide receiver too. It's a lot harder if you're trying to draft these RBs late. Aaron Jones is someone that we were hoping to come back to us at 79. This one, appreciate you, bro. CMC, Ladd, T, Al, DK, Judy. Tony Pollard goes. Why Dad's definitely in the stream, bro. Just lurking. 50 to 60, yeah, 20 to 30. Only takes one. Addison here is, in my opinion, a terrible pick. We might just need B-Rob here. I'm not a big B-Rob guy, but an eliminator-ass pick, one would say. It's going to be a lot easier to catch up a receiver, too. We'll see what comes back to us. I'm thinking someone that's not... God, we'll see. RB, elite QB. Very viable. We can pull up some of my early eliminator drafts too. It'll be fun to see because I did mix in like 10 elims, 10 weekly winners, 10 marathons, like within the first month of April of these contests opening. I try to hit all the ADPs, and we'll see how we performed in those contests. Yeah, wide receiver sliding off now. Good. I won't be surprised if my guy gets drafted, but Fields goes. That's interesting. But I mean, he also has Rashee Rice. So this dude just like does not care, or just does not know. And that's where it's like in the elim. Man, like Rice, he goes at 60. I get it, but he still has to go behind Waddle, in my opinion. Oh, the Hawk goes, bro. The badgeless finds the Hawk click. I actually don't mind this team at all. The 10 spot's got it. He's cooking up something. What an ugly spot this is. It might just be receiver here. We might just have to reach up for Pittman. We passed on downs. Let's go, Pittman. We passed on downs. I'm going to prefer probably 3 QB builds for this contest as well. What are we? We're up in a few picks. Let's just have a peek at one team. Let's have a peek at one old eliminator team. Let's see how we've done 20, but these date back. Oh, this one looks like a winner. We marked this one with a trophy, boys. We marked this one with a trophy. It better not be a troll. All right. Baker Mayfield, T-Law, and Tua. Like I said, the 3 QBs. Genty at 12. Breece Hall, Swift at 84, Spears at 132, and J.K. Dobbins at 181. Oh, God. Nico, Devontae Adams at 37, Ridley at 60, Waddle, Jalen Higgins, Amika at 109, and Tolbert, still viable play. Strange, Kate Otten, and Conklin, three tight ends. Pretty well correlated as well. That's certainly something. That is certainly something. All right, we're up in 4 picks. Yeah, that feels so good, dude. It feels so good for this contest, especially. Or 2 tight ends, mixing in another running back or receiver, a 3-6-7-2, 3-5-8-2. I do kind of like going RB here. Let's bring in Stevenson, another bye week 14. Looking pretty good at receiver. Obviously, towards the end of the draft, I'm going to look for players that can spike in. Like, this isn't a team to bring in like Demario Douglas. In my opinion, like, I don't think Demario Douglas does much for this team where we have like a higher floor for the style of players that we're drafting. They have a lower ceiling, this crew, in my opinion. Although some of them have a high ceiling, touchdown dependent. But Demario Douglas is like off the radar for a team like this. We are gonna try to hit this pocket. Okay. Don't go 2 for 2 now. Just don't go. Okay. Very good. Very good. Big happy. Big happy. Big. He goes Herbert. That's fine. We wanted Herbert just for the lad, but we're completely fine with going naked Goff here. Big offense, spread the ball, 1v1s, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Think about Goff and cash games. Pretty good. Heads up. Heads up. Yeah, if we miss that range of QB, I feel pretty bad, though. May, Caleb, Herbert, and Goff, if all 4 of those go before our pick there, we're in like, we're kind of in panic mode because now you need to hit on 3 QBs and we need some tight ends. It just gets a little tighter. Where we're like, we like our RB room. Don't like absolutely love it. For limits, good. Receivers, we have to take a break. So we do get lucky with getting Goff there. But that's why we went Stevenson, because we knew there was one of the 4 we just needed to make back to us. Yeah, this is such an underrated thing, and 100% something I should be putting on is changing the bye weeks, or not even the bye weeks, just the schedule, and changing it to weeks 1, 2, 3. You could put 4 on there too. Nice little edge. Can you guys chill, bro? Now you're drafting all the QBs. Everyone's hitting the pockets. This is, I already know. Goddamn. Yes. Okay. We'll grab another. I don't mind team stacks too, because if it's not one guy, decent chance it's the other one, right? I don't mind the team stacks. We get Njoku at 127 as our first tight end. Okay. We're building different right now. One of these QBs coming back to us would have also been very nice. But Njoku at 127, we can't complain. We're not allowed to complain. Dak, Brock, Baker is my perfect late trifecta. especially cheaper team stacks that don't hurt you as bad for bye weeks. 100%. 100%. Looking for those players that there's less teams on bye as well. Obviously, 12 is a heavy week. 8's a heavy week. It's like 7's just what? Buffalo and Baltimore. Week 9's pretty light. I like the Samson click there. I think that's pretty sharp, but I would probably prefer. Ooh, yeah, I think this is where we have to just push up QB. I think this is where we have to push up QB. We're going to need 3 anyways. We know we're going to need 3. Let's turn off by week 4. Just want to see 3 weeks. Thielen there. Thielen's probably a really good pick in this too. Because he still has his spike weeks with touchdowns. I think Thielen's a little more impactful in the red zone than DeMar Douglas. We'll see. Carolina also has some young talent too. Cam Ward goes at 143 is interesting. Is that just a desperation? No, not even. He just has Ridley. He has Kyler and Love. Like that's double tap these 2 tight ends. I like what he did there. Aaron Jones, Kyron and Bijan, Marv, DJ Moore, Ridley and Reed, and took a long ass break from receiver. You gotta think this is gonna be a receiver, but it might be. QJ, perfect pick there. You just gotta draft a bunch of spike week players. Even Mims would have been fine there as well. Mims would have been fine there as well. I think there's a pretty big edge to finding a quarterback that's going to start even just the beginning portion of the season. Wow, there goes Staffy at Darnold at 149. Interesting. There goes Kincaid. It's probably more important for us to get one of these QBs than it is the receiver there. We're going to go Staffy. It's double 8, but so is Geno Smith, who is still going to be an 8. We can go Leggett if we wanted to bring in any correlation. I would like to. I don't want to force it. But like a Leggett, if he fell to the right spot, plus a late Jatavian Sanders in a 3 tight end build, make a bet on some of these cheaper pieces in Carolina. In the Elim's fun. Benny with the 5 spot, gifting 5 to the boys. Who ended up with them? My dude. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. It was right after. We had to bring in a QB there because Darnold was already off the board. There was like no emergency plan. Unless you want to bet on Danny Dimes starting the season, which I think is a really good bet for a limb. Russell Wilson for starting the season, I think is a really good bet for a limb. Flacco, but like Pickett's also getting. I don't feel as confident about Cleveland, bro. I think you're going to see three QBs this year, which is kind of gross. Dude, Benny got his own. That's the best. Benny got a membership from his 5 dono. I'm your Huckle 1-1. Dylan, TD, Mr. Mufasa, Black Money River. What's up, guys? There's some lurkers. A lot of these people have been active. Appreciate you, boys. They sniped my membership MDS. Yeah, it was such a Ford click there. Oh man, I don't even blame you. We would have went Ford there 100%. We got Thielen to fall back to us 13 picks later, and that's another bye week 14. But yeah, Ford here. It's interesting. It could be nothing, but likely you're gonna get some play out of Ford. You're gonna get some play out of Dylan Sampson. I'd probably prefer Dylan Sampson in BBM, but in the Elim, it's Ford for me. Pretty much all day. 25 picks cheaper, 2 rounds cheaper too. I like this base we have going on. I like this base. We're up in 9 picks. Benny with the sneaky self gift. Yeah, he worked that in there. I don't know how he did it, but he worked that one in there. Needed some more green names up here. Let's go. Now you guys can drop the spoons. We've been doing this. We've been all season long, man. Little double tap at tight end, 3 tight ends in a row for the 1 spot. I like that. With Burrow and Bakey Bake. Bring in like the last round QB. Last round QB. Eckler's a good pick in this too. It does. It does. It has its own CSV, it has its own rankings, but at the same point, like, yeah, Dowdle there would have been interesting for us in Carolina as well. I like making the team bets. Yeah, RB just flies off. I don't mind going stranger. How many 8s do we have? 2 QBs. I don't really mind going stranger. We get a full round discount on strange. We'll take it. Carolina week 1, we get a little week 1 correlation too. A little mini EV. Little mini EV. We got a stack and a bring back week 1. Oh shit. And he's got the spoon. We'll see what comes back to us. 3, 4, 6, 2. Pretty comfortable here at RB. We're gonna need 1 more receiver. Fuck. 1 RB, 1 receiver, 1 tight end. Is there a world in which we stop 6 receivers? Like, I don't think so. Although they're pretty well balanced. We don't have 2 on the bye week, which is really nice. It's funny how much thought you'll put into these teams just for it to be out by week 3. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, baby. Give me my boy. 2 picks. 1 pick. He's coming off the board. He's coming off the board. He's coming home. Jalen McMillan. We're going to boost everyone in the Tampa Bay offense except for McMillions. Get the hell out of here. No way. We're boosting him up. We get for a drop. Godwin not ready to start the season. Here comes McMillions. Amazing eliminator pick, by the way. Amazing. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, we'll boost the rookie in Mecca, but like, you won't boost McMillan. You won't beat Otten. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I should have my own rankings for this. It's just, it's a pain to, because I also do rankings for BBM, and that's where my main focus is. If I was going to max this, maybe I would. Keep him in the back of the head. Nick Chubb, probably not a bad pick in this contest as well. Boring. Requires touchdowns. But Joe Mixon dealing with the injury there. It's definitely in the 180s, 116 in a limb for sure. For sure. Who are we going to get fucking points out of? Oh my God. Who are we going to get points out of? Keenan Allen. Try to get him in almost every limb contest. There he goes, though. Let's go. Who's going to get the run? I hate the Kareem Hunt pick. I just don't think I'll ever do it. Let's make a small bet on Taj. Let's make a small bet on Taj. On the NFI list. Njoku and Strange. 1 more tight end. And that's it. Oh, man. Shit. No, I like it. I like the receiver room. McMillan, I think, is absolutely perfect for this team, too. Absolutely perfect. Njoku, Strange. Do we have enough firepower in the back end of the contest, right? Because you don't want to just think early season. You do to some extent, but you want to make sure you have enough firepower for the end of season too. And with this room, we definitely do. We definitely do. We have the wide receiver 1 in 3 different offenses with Judy, Metcalf, and Vlad. We got the Njoku fall at 127. Ford would have been a really interesting pick. Fell to us. It was one pick short. 162. I've been Ford all day. Bye week 5 is definitely a killer, and we only ended up with one bye week 5 player. Yeah, you're 100%. You're 100% right. It's there's a lot on 5, a lot on 8, a lot on 12, decent amount on 14. Did Sanders go? I didn't see it, man. No way. I think this might. I'm gonna have like no Higby this year. But we'll mix him in here. Another bye week 8, which is interesting. Maybe could have gone Conklin, but where did Jentavian Sanders go? I didn't even see him to 197. I thought he was just a veil. Njoku, Strange, and Higby. We bring in the Staffy correlation with Higby. Seems like he's starting to just be a mentor for Terrence Ferguson. So we'll see if Terrence will get more snaps towards. We'll see how early he can actually get on the field. But nice, good prospect. Can actually mix him in a little more at 4% now across all contests. Not a limb. I don't have my limb exposures up either. Put the smoke screen up on your boys. So we end up with Goff, Young, and Staffy. I like the QBs there. CMC, Al, B. Rob, Stevenson, Taj Brooks. The RBs go off so early. They go off so early. I'm glad we went Alvin Kamara here instead of going Jalen Hurts, and we just went with the 3 QB build. The wide receiver I fuck with, and 3 tight ends. We get a little value on the joke. Don't came out fun. Curious. I have to mark this team first. I will forget. Live. What's the date, boys? July 25th. Way man. Way man. Summer flu. Summer flu. I'm curious. This was live on 522 and Drake May, Gibbs, Bucky, Najee, Spears, Algier, Jarquez. Seems like enough. Wilson, DJ Moore, Sutton, Addison. Tough. We like Diggs here. Palmer. We get at 196. Get ahead of the curve. And Joe Hurts is fine. What's the first one? It's probably going to be crazy. It might not be in a good way. We get Bijan at 5 to start. We could be build. A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Ted, 53. Addison, Diggs, Michael Wilson, Tolbert. Yeah, I don't mind Addison too. If you can get through, if it is a 3-game suspension, you can get through it. You're cooking. But the big one's Hawkinson. You should probably be near Laporta or in front of Laporta, in my opinion. Especially with the Jefferson hamstring recent news. Kyler Caleb, bunch of RBs. Jacobs and Kamara. Jefferson, Sutton, O'Dunes, Godwin. Godwin should be a 0 here. Should have 0 Godwin. Right at 28. 0 Godwin. He just goes. He should be, especially after the news. Though that's the thing. He's like, well, he was one of those speculative ads. You don't know until you know, right? Everyone thought that they were going to get negative news on Diggs, so they're Diggs. Well, he gets positive news. That's okay. You can adjust. Adjust the ranks, whatever. But shit, if Godwin was ahead of schedule, which that was a nasty injury, it was a nasty injury, so it's not surprising. But if he was ahead of schedule, he'd be flying up the board. So it all comes down to your risk. Your risk. What do you think the outlook for this player is towards the end of the season too? And then what contest you're drafting? You draft a contest that's going to be open for multiple months, or is it just a couple weeks? If it's a couple weeks or even a couple days, you're all getting sort of the similar price, right? Unless you get some big bang in news, which when there wasn't training camp going on, You didn't have that luxury. So for me, that player's like Ayuk. He's still probably the player that I want in San Fran, but I wasn't drafting him in BBM unless he slid to the spot I was comfortable. Now you're getting a nice price on Ayuk. Like those time box contests, you wanted any Ayuk if you had any interest in having teams, and you know he's gonna be most likely lower owned unless he absolutely pops off week 15 or 16, one of the playoff weeks. Uh, yeah, it's you had to draft him. You were getting the same price as other drafters, which was probably an overpay. So, different things to think about. Guys, appreciate you boys. We'll be back on tomorrow night drafting some more beers in best ball. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Good luck on the way out. Visit bestballoverlay.com. Get you guys self a membership. Biggest edge in best ball. Truly believe that. Founders. Have a good night.